welcome back to Art with Alex. Today we are going to be doing a fun little flower drawing in honor of Earth Day. Okay, so I'm posting this on Tuesday, Earth Day is Wednesday, tomorrow. So we are going to be talking about how to draw a few different types of flowers. As you can see here, these are the ones that I'm going to be going over. But remember, during this drawing, you can add whatever kinds of details and flowers that you would like to, alright? So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Remember, you can always pause it, add your own thing, or take something out that I did, okay? So go ahead, grab a pencil, and let's get started. We are going to start with our ground, which is just going to be a line going straight across our paper. This is where our flowers are going to be growing out of. Alright, so I put that pretty low, close to the bottom of my paper so that I can fit all of my flowers. Right now I'm going to draw the stems. There's many different kinds of stems you can draw. I'm going to do a few different kinds. So a zigzag is one of them. Basically, all the different kinds of lines we know how to draw. So zigzag. Alright, let's do a wavy one in the middle. A straight one over here. Alright, so just lines. So in a minute we're going to draw flowers on top of these lines. You can also draw lines coming out of the same spot. So like smaller flowers growing together like this. I'm going to do another one over here. A few wavy lines growing together. Alright? Okay, so now let's move on to our flowers. We are going to start with the flowers that have a circle in the center, okay? So what I mean by that is I'm just going to draw a circle right on top of my line like that. And I'm going to do that over here as well. I'm going to have 3 little ones over here. Make them as small or as big as you want to, right? So that's the center of our flower, and then this is a very basic kind of petal that I'm about to show you how to draw. Okay, so let's start with the big one so you can see it. Alright, I'm just going to come out and then connect it over here, right? And that's one petal, and I'm going to go around and I'm going to do that until I'm done. Alright, make sure that all the petals are touching like this so that you can fit as many as possible around the circle. Alright, let's fit one more in there. Just like that. So I kind of put 3 on each side, starting down at the stem. Alright, and now let's move over here. And this one, all we're going to do for this one's even easier than this one, okay? So if this was a little challenging for you, we're going to move over here. And we're just going to go out and in, out and in, right? All the way around like that. Very simple flower. Let's practice it again over here. You can do them small or big. I'll do them a little smaller over here. And then let's do one similar to this for the middle one. It's okay if they overlap a little bit. Alright, and again, remember you can always create your own kind of petal or your own flower. Okay, so those are very simple flowers that you can do. You could draw a circle in the middle and then you draw petals coming out. Another type of flower you can do starts with a U shape. So your U is sitting on top of your stem. I'm going to do it over here as well. Just like that. So the 2 different kinds of flowers we're about to make are a tulip and a rose. So for the rose, all you're going to do is you're going to add a spiral. If you need to practice those spirals first, go ahead on a different sheet of paper, but I'm going to add my spiral. See how it's just sitting on top of the U like that? And all of a sudden you have a rose. And moving over to the tulip, all you are going to do is do a zigzag. Okay? Zig down. Zig up a little bit higher. See how they're not quite even. Zig back down, and then your last one connects. And all of a sudden you have a tulip. So all of a sudden we have this beautiful flower garden, right? And we've only done very few simple lines and shapes. Remember, we can always make a beautiful picture out of simple lines and shapes. The last one I'm going to do over here okay, is really fun and simple. You're just gonna put lines out like this. So it kind of looks like a puffy flower, right? Just like that. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Alright, so that's a fun one. Okay, if these were a little too advanced for you, this one's a lot of fun. And remember, I want you to add whichever kinds of flowers you want. If you have a flower you created in your head, add that one, right? You can add a bunch or you can just do one big flower. It's up to you. But these are all the different ways that you can create a flower garden. We're almost done. Let me talk about leaves. Okay, so we're going to add a little bit of texture by adding some leaves. Same shape as my petals, except they're just coming out of the stem like this. So out, out, and then I'm going to add a line in the middle of it like that. Let's do another one over here. And then you can also do thorns, right? So it doesn't have to be your typical leaf. It can just be anything kind of coming out of the stem like this. Alright, so now that you've done that, it is time for color. If you have color, you can go ahead and add whatever color you want to. Okay, and let me pull this in and show you some examples. Right, so you have all of our different kinds of flowers that we talked about. I added some pinks and some yellows and some reds and some purples. And then I added green for my leaves. And I also added grass down here at the bottom. So if this was a little too easy for you, you can add details like grass. You can add absolutely anything to it, alright? So go ahead, make a fun garden, make a few different ones if you want to try different flowers or if you want to add on to this one. Alright, so great work today, and I will see you next time.